Alright, today I'm going to be showing you how to do a C1268 transfer low 4 position switch circuit, I think it's called. Basically, the customer's complaint is that every time he puts it into low 4, just flashes the light, beeps at him. He did also say that when he fires it up cold, it brings on the transfer case lock light. Don't know what that's about, but we're got to fix that other fault and hopefully get rid of the symptom that he's seeing at the same time. So I'll just set this camera up here so you can see what I'm doing. Now, I've already cracked a lot of these bolts, so they're going to be a lot tighter when you get to them. I've just gone through and loosened them all so that I can do it a bit quicker. Now, for this bit, you want to be quite careful. Pull the screws out, and then we're going to have to support the inside of the switch, or the inside of the actuator, to make sure that it doesn't stay in there. They're a timed unit, and if we have it all come apart, it's going to be an absolute pain to put back together. Now, a lot of OEMs don't like fixing these sorts of parts, pulling them together for that reason, because it's far easier just to sell you a new part. This part in question is about $2,000. So hopefully we can save our customer a bit of money here. So, there we are, it's come apart. Right. So, inside here, we've got a whole bunch of, there's a little motor, a bunch of gears, and it basically turns this. That in turn slides a rod in and out that engages the gears. Now, sometimes they fill up with water and they rust. Other times, if we slide him out carefully, being careful not to turn the gears so that we can put it back in time, what happens, you see that black on the contacts and that dirty contact just up in here. So that contact, from it sitting there just, I suppose, arcing out, has gotten real dirty and it's no longer contacting. So it's not doing what it needs to do. So I'm just going to go off camera, clean this up a bit, and then we'll put it all back together. Alright, so about 20 seconds has elapsed. That was not hard to clean at all. I've just given it a wipe with a rag and then put a bit of the grease back over the contact to try and prevent it from corroding. And now, just the same as how we pulled it apart, we're going to line him back up and we want to put it back in. The key is to get it so that it just falls in without turning anything to try and line it up. It's lined up when we pulled it out, therefore it should be lined up when we put it back in. And there we go. It's just dropped in. So I've lined up that center shaft into the hole, and the teeth have found where they need to go without me actually having to turn anything to try and make it line up. Now, before we put it back together, we're going to clean this sealing surface where the seal sits, because we don't want to damage that and have a worse problem next time when it's all corroded as all hell. So take me $2,000 rag, so that's what it's going to save us. Alright, that's cleaned. Now we just peel this seal, give it a quick wipe, give it a bit of a clean. Same deal, lining it up and letting it fall back into place. So we're trying to really line up the holes so that everything goes back together without having to turn anything, i.e. without upsetting the timing. Right, get the screw started. Put the screwdriver down out of reach, that's handy. Get started with my fingers. Now this shouldn't be hard to put back together. It should all fall back into position nice and easy. If you find that you're tightening up the screws before you see this is sealed, well then you've probably done something, put something not quite aligned right, and you will snap it. So things aren't supposed to be hard. If it's giving you any resistance, try again. Now before I put all this guard back on, I'm going to take it out and test it. Because if, and I'm sure I have been, but if I wasn't careful enough and I didn't line it up properly, then because the timing's out, it won't work. So I can come back without having to remove all the guards again. I can just have another shot at timing it. All right, we'll get it off the hoist and we'll give it a shot. All right, so the car's now down off the hoist and I can show you it working. All right, so low 4. Don't know if you can hear the click. Low 4, high 4, high 4. It's all good and well when everything goes according to plan, but sometimes shit happens. So what do you do if you pull it out and it goes off like an uncoiled spring, or it falls apart, you didn't get the screwdriver in there, shit happens, it happens. All right, so how do we get it timed again the quickest way? So it doesn't need to be hard, there is an extra step. Righto, so I'm gonna leave it in high 4 this time. And I'll quickly jump under it, I'll pull it apart again, and I'll show you. All right, so I've chosen to do it on the floor this time, but you've pulled it out and it's come out like that. Oh dear, it's all falling apart. Where's your rod? Righto, so if you take this rod and you can get it either all the way in like that, if it's all the way out, then count the teeth. All right, so basically we're gonna set it, there's a tooth there, 1, 2, I'll get a screwdriver. So it runs on this tooth, so the end one's sort of a bonus tooth, we don't count that one. We count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, we've got 9 teeth. That means 4 on this side, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4 on the other side makes that one there the middle tooth. Get that tooth straight over the top, dead center of this hole, 5th tooth. All right, so now you might be wondering, how did I figure that that was those teeth? Those ones have never run in grease, okay? So skip the first one, you got 9 teeth, take the 5th one, or the 6th from this end. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, if you want me to confuse you. So we're gonna get that smack over the center like so. Now, we're gonna take this. Now, in case that came off, it goes back in between the spring and the plate, drop him in there. All right, now,
I'm going to pop this back out if I can. Sorry, I'm holding the camera, it's a little bit hard, but this is your bonus round. So, take a bit of the weight off. Alright, you'll see in the middle here, there's a black line. Over this end, I've gone all the way one way. Over this end, I've gone all the way that way. So it runs off that bottom contact, and that was what confirms that it's made it into its position. But in the middle of the second contact, there's a black spot. So that's the middle. So we want to line up these three contacts dead in the middle of that black section, because we've put the rod in the middle. Okay, so we've gone to the middle tooth, and now we're going to line up the contacts with the middle position. So if you line up this here, and you can do it by turning the wheel, you can do it by just eyeballing it in there, however you got to do it, but you want to get that lined up. If it's not perfect, have a look in there. You can wind the wheel and it'll go in either direction, so you just want to get it as best you can. So let's just have a look. I think that's pretty close. Alright, then we're going to drop it back in, and you've already seen that bit. So I've gone the middle tooth on the shaft. I've now put the motor in the middle position, so hopefully that'll now be timed, and we'll give it a shot. Right, so now if you didn't get it right the first time, it would have just been flash and follow at you. I don't know if I said that earlier. It won't throw a code, so your computer's useless if you've got a scan tool. It'll just keep flash and follow, won't do anything. So I turn the key on, hear that confirmation clunk. I don't know if you could hear it on the camera, but now 4 low is out. Low 4, sunk, all good, other direction, and it's working. So if you didn't get it out of time, if you didn't get it in time, sorry, it's not the end of the world. You can retime it, it's just an extra step. So yeah, a bit of extra work that you don't have to do if you can line it up properly. Hope this helps, especially if you're the unfortunate one that did get it out of time and you can't find any videos that are going to help you. Well, now you know how to do it. Look us up on Facebook, Desert Sands Mechanical. We're a small one-man band in Geraldton, WA. Give us a like and a follow, and yeah, if we get enough traction on these videos, we might keep on making them. Cheers.